What a special thing we're doing today, welcoming back a friend that hadn't been with us for a lot of reasons. But what a great thing to see Rory Feek over there. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here with you.
What a journey you've had since the last time
Yes, sir.
that we were together.
Yes, sir. It has been a journey. It's still a journey. You know, we all go through lots of stuff, but this was one of my wife and I's favorite things to do. We were always pinching ourselves every time we came on the show. So even after all this time, I just pinch myself. Glad to be here. Glad to see Stonewall singing like that. That's a gift, isn't it?
Well, some of the greatest moments on this show were some of the duets that y'all did, and we still see them, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
The magic of television.
What a gift that is, too.
Yeah, y'all were a very special part of it, and you are now. I'm so glad you came.
I'm glad to be here.
I found out I thought I knew you pretty well, but I did not know the story until today about the little schoolhouse that you've built out there at your place. Tell us about that.
So at our farm, Joey and I have a little girl named Indiana who's 4.5. And so she goes to school at a kind of an integrated special needs school in Franklin. But it's a couple hours driving back and forth a couple of times. And so I had the thought that what if we could build a school at home, and not only could she go to school there, but other children could go right at our farm. So fortunately, even though it was a very difficult situation, when Joey passed away, we had like lots of cards and letters that came in. And in a lot of those cards and letters, there were like $5 and $10 and $20 bills and checks. And when we spread it out on the table, it was $100,000. And we put that away in an account in case something special came up. And so we used that $100,000 and built an authentic one-room schoolhouse at our farm that opens in 2 weeks. So my little girl, her commute to school now is about from here to there. So it's pretty special.
Well, and then other kids from the neighborhood?
Kind of all around the community. Some will be special needs like Indy, and some will be typical kids. Yeah, we have 3 teachers, and I'm just a normal father. It's just the schoolhouse happens to be on our farm. So it's exciting. It's really neat.
Is it red? Did you paint it red?
It's white with red trim. You would not believe how beautiful it is. It's a real live one-room schoolhouse, so it's neat.
Just when I think he can't do anything to get me anymore, and he does.
Yeah.
Any more
That's
ridiculous,
awesome.
probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
So are you back singing now?
You know, I think the only time I came back here was a year or 2 ago, maybe with, I brought Randy Travis.
And you just kind of sat
Randy
in? I don't think you
Randy
were
wasn't singing and I wasn't singing, so we were a good pair. But, you know, it's a strange thing when you have a concert hall across your driveway. Somehow God made it so that, and it was really part of these shows and Larry Black, and we got inspired by them, and we turned our big red barn into a sound stage and then a concert hall. And so we made our own TV show on RFD. And then that became a concert hall where we just walk across the driveway. So when Joey passed away, I didn't think I would sing anymore. I didn't really, you know, have any intentions, or I'd already done everything in the world there was to do, more than I ever dreamed. So, but when you wake up in the morning and step outside with your cup of coffee and there's a concert hall sitting right there, you have to wonder, maybe there's a reason it's still there. So last year, we started, you know, dipping our toe into it and getting back on stage. And so it's actually been really neat. I've started singing again, and so that's part
How
of
about the writing, the creative process?
I haven't
writing
really
again?
started writing yet. I've got the chance to write some books and do some stuff, so that's kind of the creative part that I'm doing. But somewhere along the line, I'm hoping to do some more writing. I was writing songs, you know, before Joey and I met. The song I'll Sing Tonight is actually, you know, I wrote, I was singing it at the Bluebird the night that my wife happened to walk in. So, you know, it's like when you think about, for me, first off, it's a song about a circle. And when I think about the circle of that, which is just, you know, you're like a lot of us, you're playing a show, like a million shows. you're hoping that you might be in the room and someone might walk in and forever change your life. Now, most of the time we think it's going to be, or we dream it's going to be a record label person or something. But in my case, it was just a real pretty girl who walked in and changed my life. And if you think about how full circle that's come now, it's amazing. You get a chance to sing the song here.
You're so talented though, as not only a songwriter, but you mentioned books. You wrote and produced a movie, the Josephine movie. And all. Is that something you want to pursue? All these many talents. How do you know which one you're going to take advantage of?
I've sort of learned I'm just like everybody else. I'm just a storyteller. And whatever doors God opens up, whether I have a children's book, because I read children's books all the time, so I just recently wrote one that's going to come out. And that's just, they're like little songs you get to be part of. And so I don't really know what's in store. I'm taking it a day at a time, trying to mostly be a good daddy.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
When somebody's asked your neighbors or whoever, so where does your child go to school? What's the name of the school?
It's called Hardison Mill School, because that's the farm that we live on. But I basically say she's a homeschool baby, but not really homeschooled. She actually has a school at home.
Yeah,
So
Hardison
it's unusual.
School. Yeah, that's great.
Not a lot of kids